Yeah, she seems to be spinning herself in knots on this one, and a lot of it is a self-made problem. You have to wonder, when she gave that press conference back at the United Nations, wasn't she aware of these 6 emails that are now being found, that have been released, and, you know, potentially there are more as they go through further tranches of these emails. I still think, in terms of the public, you were right, what we were discussing in the last hour. This is not so much about the emails themselves, because really are people clear on what's the difference between classified and confidential, and the whole thing about the server seems incredibly complicated, both technically and politically. It's her response to it that's the problem, and it has been her response all along that's the problem. And trying to, the more she sounds like a politician about this, the more she sounds like she has her lawyer sitting on her shoulder dictating what she says, the less she sounds like the authentic person that is Donald Trump, that is getting all of this appeal. And the contrast between the two, particularly on this issue of the emails and her response to it, couldn't be starker.
Chuck, beginning of September, it's been a terrible summer for Hillary. Right. What's the impact going into the fall?
I think you're already seeing it. I feel like actually some of her Democratic opponents now are getting more comfortable talking about this for the first time. Not just Martin O'Malley, who's sort of in a little bit of a desperate mode, but even Bernie Sanders, even though he says, I'm not going to do it, but you get the sense, and people around him, I think it's that this isn't going away. And now October, this hearing,
I know.
You know, it is now turning into more important than any debate she's going to be in. Like, this will be a make or break moment for her campaign. How does she handle it? How does House Republicans handle questioning her? That's going to be, you know, there's that fine line. They could end up helping her if they go too far. How she handles herself. But we are now, it just feels as if we're waiting for that moment in 6 weeks.